Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just give me a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? I am filming this in the evening on August 4th, but this reading, because energy moves and flows, a lot of people are going to probably start feeling that energy. I felt it today. I've been feeling it a couple days before the 4th, but what's happening is that Mars is entering Libra on August 6th. So, what does this all mean? Well, before the 6th, ask yourself, where and in what areas of your life have you been acting selfishly? Because Libra is about balance, justice, and harmony. And Libra is going to, the moment the earth shifts, you're gonna feel the shift. So when Mars enters Libra, the old ways of using brute force, being overly aggressive, or just being aggressive in general, will only lead you to frustration because it's not going to work anymore. Mars is that fight or flight planet. It's something, Mars is the planet of war. So Mars is coming in to meet Libra, and guess what planet is hanging around when Mars enters Libra? So you got the planet of war, impulse and action, meeting balance, meeting the scales, balance, justice, and harmony, and you got Venus just right underneath saying, hey, this is love, beauty, harmony, and peace. So there are 3 ways that you can win silent victories through strategy. You're going to have to be strategic during this time instead of using conflict. 1, pause. Create space between impulse and action. Use the enemy as a mirror. Think to yourself, in what areas in my life have I been unfair to myself, selfish, neglecting, like neglecting yourself, or maybe you're abusing yourself, anger, bitter, jealous, envy, resentment, holding grudges. Where have you been doing that? Use the enemy as a mirror, because whoever you're encountering, look between, let's say they're lashing out or they talk to you, read between the lines of whatever, because sometimes when people yell at me, they don't make any sense to me. But if I read between the lines, they're hurting, and maybe they feel life has been unfair to them. But they might look at me and think, oh, life has been fair, and that's why they're mad at me. So use it as a mirror. Where have you in your life, has this happened? Because by doing this, you are now creating a space of as within, so without. This will immediately dissolve the energy of blame and accusation, because they're going to blame you for something, right? Or accuse you of something. It doesn't mean that the other person is right or that their behavior is acceptable. All you're doing is using the actual conflict, the conflict itself, and by bringing it in, you're reclaiming your own power back. Because at some point in your life, and when you bring this power back into you, because at some point in your life, sorry, I know I kind of stopped there, but at some point in your life, you may have felt that towards someone else, so you reclaim your power and then you transform it into compassion, planet of Venus. Often what bothers us about other people is a shadow side of something that we are not accepting in ourselves, or a need of our own that is not being met. And sometimes we project that onto other people. This is why this is you not changing the other person, you're changing something inside of you, as within, so without, or as without. So you're basically using it to understand compassion, empathy, and healing, bringing healing to that energy. So paradoxically, when you make this internal shift, the external conflict will then resolve on its own. And you also find clarity and gain some sort of wisdom in this transaction. And then it goes right into your soul bank. Boop. Lesson learned. Let's give her something else, or he or she. So, if you are in more of a crazy or intense situation, sometimes you do need to walk away because you don't want to start a war or be in a war, right? So I do understand that. At that point, let go and let God, right? Then you're going to use elegant action. Venus. The secret to shifting a tense environment is by being and introducing harmony. Use this energy of Venus instead of being all confrontational like what Mars wants you to do. Instead of being confrontational, alter the energetic frequency of the environment. You shift the energy. And let's say you're in a situation of tension, disorder, or disharmony, something very chaotic. Maybe it's just one person in a room that's just carrying a heavy energy and is being all tense. Mars might want you to complain or confront or try to force order or talk to that person, but instead of doing that, use Venus and introduce beauty. You introduce order by using beauty, and bringing in harmony. That will help bring in the harmony to the environment by being that energy first. This is you being the change that you want to be in and see in people. So you will feel this shift as it takes practical form as you're doing it. So how do you do that? How do you use elegant action? Okay, I'm going to use my life, for example. I left one happy store and now I'm in a store. It's, again, we're talking about Flint, Michigan, a dying little city that has had a lot of bad things happen, right? There's poverty, so when I walked into the store, because I carried such a high vibrational energy, nobody knew how to take me. I got rejected immediately. I got made fun of. So what did I do? I decided, hey, I'm going to be silent. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to match their energy, first off. The old me, because remember 2 readings ago I said, remember, you're going to be put in situations. It's going to be the same situation, just different faces, right? So be silent and just do the action that you wish others would do. So silently wash the dishes and then turn around and then praise a coworker. So you're just lifted that energy. Praise, and you can bring this, instead of just being at work, you can bring it into your house. So say you have like a spouse, do that for your spouse or your kids and praise them on something that they did well. Instead of pointing out all the flaws in your relationship or at your workplace, prepare a dinner, like a beautiful dinner, or play some type of music that your entire house loves. These small little acts may seem small, but because of this energy, it's going to be incredibly powerful. At this time, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is meeting with Mars when it enters Libra. We will start the shift. We are basically starting the shift and leaving the era of the I, which is working alone to gain the upper hand. And we're moving into the era of the we. We will work together because we are better together. Libra is all about balance, justice, and harmony, and working as a team. So is Aquarius. And guess what? On the 9th, the full moon is in Aquarius, which is the era we're about to enter in. So we're leaving the era of Pisces, the I, and moving into we. So people who want to be in charge all by themselves are going to have a real rude awakening, because it's more powerful to have a team of people. So I have this going on at my workplace right now. This one person, I'm actually, we're pretty much at equal level. he or she is making sure that I don't, that I don't one up him, or, so I stayed silent. I did what I was supposed to, and people started gravitating to me. I was just cleaning silently. I was doing my job silently. I would say, hey, good job. Keep it up, or whatever. And then, all of a sudden it was, hey, don't do that. I'll get it for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And I moved on to a new task, and I got more people. Hey, don't do that. I'll do it. And I said, oh, wow, thank you so very much. It's so nice of you. And right now I've got the hearts of many at the moment that are wanting to overthrow and get the other person kicked out now. So remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. It is going to take some time, especially with this energy, but more people are going to gravitate to a person who is not tense, who carries the energy of peace, harmony, balance, love. I did a lot of inner work, to be at this point, and I'm already seeing this and using this strategy right now. And it is actually being very successful for me right now. Also, when it comes to, let's say you and a bunch of people have to put a plan together. Right now, use this energy to plant the seed for that plan. Say you want to get promoted. Well, plant that seed, but also find out what is it that your boss really truly wants. What does your boss need, or what does the other person need or value, so that way you can rise up and meet that. Anyways, so many of you might need to actually use this strategy for work or love or other areas of your life to be successful with this energy. You're going to have to use this energy, and you're going to have to change the frequency by conquering chaos to bring order. If you're around a bunch of ugliness, bring in beauty. If you want to conquer war, bring in peace. This will be the start. Yeah, this will be the start of a new, sophisticated phase in all of our journeys. The warrior no longer fights with the mind or with his fists, but by being by being love, peace, or harmony, however you want to look at it, the energy will shift on its own. This is basically using that phrase, as within, so without. It's a universal law. So, and with these planets and the way that we're rotating and the way that the earth is shifting, it's almost like here you have to, this is what we need to do to move forward, right? So if you feel blocked this week, because you probably will, and you will get resistance, because a lot of people are still wanting, it's still all about I's. I want to be by myself. I'm in power. I don't want to be with other people. I want to keep, I want to be selfish and keep everything to myself. I don't want to share. I'm just using examples. And you got other people who's like, no, I need help. We're better together. Like right now, I was telling a bunch of people at work, I can't do this. I can't run this place by myself. I need a team. And I need a team that wants to back me and that I can trust, right? Otherwise, it's going to fall apart. So now I got a bunch of people that now see my vision. Because when I was bringing my vision in, they stomped on it. They peed all over it, made fun of me, talked about me behind my back. And today, the angry, tense person looked at me and said, you know what? You were right. He's giving me one little change. And it's only because I said, hey, if we don't actually change this, one of us is going to get written up. So, baby steps, right? So if you feel blocked this week, know that you're actually being called into a new form of power and how to use it. And I'm basically kind of saying, here's the keys. Take it and run, people, help. So because the era of the I is now energetically obsolete, we are now beginning the era of the we. So remember when, like, so this is basically the start of the new era, and we're finally now shifting and feeling the energy. This will bring resistance and blocks, but more will be open and gravitate, okay? People don't like to be left out. People want to be accepted. They don't want to be rejected, you know? So if you got a group of people that are non-judgmental and very accepting and they're having fun, I would want to join them. I don't want to hang out with this one tyrant that got to do it his way, or it's no way, or, you know, we're all going to get fired. No, it doesn't work like that. It used to work that way, you know, but it's not going to anymore. So yay. This is you being called, because you are going to attract people to you. Because why? You are now the change. So we are going to start our reading. Good luck with this energy. I hope this helps. I did get a vision and the card did not pop out, but there's going to be a change. There's going to be a change. So change is coming, but there's going to be a chain of events that are going to take place. Also, plant seeds at this time. That is like really huge, because this energy right now is about planting the seed. You might not see the change immediately, but by planting that seed, the full moon is coming. And Aquarius energy is all about, you know, bringing people together. It's a humanitarian sign, you know. It is an air sign, but it's more about, you know, hey, how do we serve others or how do we do something for the best of everyone involved, you know? So just a thought. Anyways, cracked cup, somebody is dissatisfied with life. It's usually why somebody is upset. Well, at least the person that I've been dealing with, he's very upset with his life because things have not worked out. And I totally get that, because I was there. So, basket, you're going to get recognition and reward for merit. So, and if you do receive a gift, share that gift. Someone might be getting flowers soon. Yeah, someone's going to be getting flowers soon. Also, there's spiritual love in the air. Somebody's family might have some sorrow, so this might go back to family lines, family tree. Might be some family sorrows, but it is bringing in spiritual love and connections. A journey, either physical or mental. Someone might take a journey. Maybe you're being called to take a journey. Maybe to come towards something. Maybe your spiritual partner, your divine partner. Maybe you need to travel. You feel something is lacking in your life. Perhaps it's love, money, or goals. I've been encountering a lot of people that feel like something is lacking in their life, and that's because I felt that same way. So we right now, with this energy, we're basically attracting what we're lacking. So that might be why a lot of people might lash out during this time. You know, it gets emotional, especially as we move into that full moon. Full moons bring emotions out, right? Ladder, but you're going to climb towards success. It's all going to work out. At the bottom of the deck, elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I have been seeing elephants a lot lately. People are going to be changing leadership roles. Let's get rid of something. Let's get rid of something before we get some advice. Let's do that. Ooh, I like this one. Here we go. All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential is now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential is now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. I like that. Like I said, a lot of you people are going to be put in leadership roles. This is a change of power that's coming in. No more is it going to be, you know, the force. Now it's going to be, hey, let's just all do this. Okay. It's just going to be more lighter. Anyways, let's get an advice card. What do we need to know to move forward today? It's time. What is it time for? You're being asked to move forward towards that dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it out into the world. You're ready. It's time. It's time. All right, well, let's just jump right into it. What do we need? What does the collective need to know from today in the next couple days? Energy moves and flows. Somebody has not been truthful and honest with themselves. Or you have a liar around you. I had to expose one today. I expose many, by the way. So now I need to use it as a mirror. What in me have I not been truthful and honest about? Trust me, there was a list when I thought about it at work today. I was like, well, okay, here we go. So anyway, somebody has not been truthful and honest. This is air sign energy. Doesn't have to be. It is a masculine energy, but there is, you know, in this reading, the masculine energy. We all carry masculine and feminine energies, but what about you? Someone hasn't been truthful and honest with themselves. But that person is being divinely guided. This person also has an inner knowing, but the divine is stepping in to make this person soul search, dig deeper. So remember what I said one time? I don't know if I ever said it to you guys, but I know in a reading one time I said, remember, God or the divine has a way of waking people up. And here you are. The divine is waking people up. Anyways, if you are a fire sign, don't have to be, but definitely a younger male fire sign, you might be feeling like, oh, I gotta go take action. That's because of Mars, so be careful with that. But anyways, younger fire sign males, it's time for you to take action on something. Why? Oh, be careful. It's a warning. Be careful on taking action on something, because what you're not seeing is, if you're not careful, you're going to lose money. Or maybe you need to take action because you are losing money. Definitely something tangible. Something's hidden from you. The full moon is going to be very significant for you. And it looks like some water sign females. If you're, well, it doesn't have to be. Someone you know or around you. Queen of Cups in reverse is what I'm holding right now. Okay. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. She's either withholding love or withholding some sort of information. She's not being loving and kind. She's typically kind of manipulative, like it's puppet energy, you know. Maybe if you are a younger sign, or some of you males out there might be dealing with, what's hidden is that this person does not have your best interest, basically is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. I feel like this is puppet energy. She wants you to do something for her, and if you do this, you are going to lose money. What's hidden is that she don't care. She wants to see you fall secretly. So this is sabotaging. I have that energy in my workplace right now. A lot of people want me to not succeed, and are actually trying to like hide things from me so that I don't do my work. So it is that petty. So the pettiness is coming out. Why? Because a lot of these dark forces know that time's up. They only have a certain amount of time before, you know, that energy, once we move full blown into that new era, that's not going to work anymore. So the dark forces are cranking on up. Anyways, definitely entity attachment. Please see my last reading if you want to know how to silence the demons. What she does not know, though, so many of us do have a female around us that is secretly trying to sabotage, maybe, you know, I'm not saying all of us, but definitely this, if you are a younger male, be careful. What she does not know, she will know. There is some things that what she does not know, she will know. Oh. Well, she has a feeling, like again, puppet energy. She has this feeling, yeah, I'm going to struggle. This is going to be a struggle. But she's wanting to do it again. So she's returning because she's looking for money. So watch out for your pocketbooks. Watch out for people that are not in your best interest, because she's coming back around. And you know what? I feel like this person really doesn't have the money to give her. She doesn't know, but she does know something. But she's coming back around again. It's a repeating of a cycle. So some of you fire sign males, you might be repeating a cycle. Some of you water sign females, you might be repeating a cycle. Or oh, sorry. I'm tired. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I lost what I got blocked. Thank you. Blocked the energy. I got blocked. Some of you are being blocked from this energy, the sabotaging energy, the scheming behind the scenes, you know, and I'm being blocked. You don't need to look any deeper. This is manipulation and abuse. Okay? A lot of you people are being blocked from someone who is manipulative and abusive. Or there has been a delay in something because of manipulation. People are not talking right now. A lot of people are going within and healing. That's what they've been called to do. So if you're waiting on a phone call, you probably won't get it. That has a lot to do with solar flares as well. The solar flares for the month of August are going to ramp up so high. We are being warned that it might put out the grids. So air sign energy. Hey, air signs, or any woman, female energy, doesn't have to be a woman, sorry. And any female energy, are you carrying the sword of truth? You're transforming. You also have a message that's coming in. Might be from one of your kids. You've been truthful and honest, or you've been fighting a battle, and it had a lot to do with your kids. You have a message coming in. This also transformed you. It also transformed that relationship between you and your kids. And because you two did that, you and your kids are going to get a wish fulfillment. So if you're a mom out there and you've been fighting a battle, you're going to get your wish fulfillment. That's nice. Yay. Ooh, somebody's going to have it all. Especially if a spiritual warrior. For some reason, I got spiritual warrior. You're a, that's 9 of Cups and then the 10 of Pentacles. So not only are you going to get your wish fulfillment emotionally, but you're going to get your wish fulfillment tangibly. Something you can touch, sorry. I'm not good with the English language. But be careful, because there's an injustice. You will be, or maybe you're being rewarded for an injustice because you've been fighting a lot of battles maybe. But you have a you got a couple wish fulfillments coming in. I feel like it's going to come in threes. But there's been an injustice. You're not going to hit rock bottom. You're actually going to heal from a major betrayal. But remember, when you receive this blessing, you are going to have to share this blessing, okay? Because of the energy that we're moving into. So let's say you come into money. Make sure you share your wealth. See this lady? This is 6 of Pentacles. She's sharing what she can with the others. So you're going to be guided to share with others. She's sharing her food. She's also got a bunch of pentacles around her, you know. So whatever it is, wish fulfillment that you bring in, you're going to be moved to share it. Sorry. If you are resonating with this, someone can't move forward because someone's not moving forward because of an end of a contract or a divorce. Maybe you're getting rewarded because maybe you had to fight this battle by yourself. You know, maybe you had to fight this battle because you divorced and because of your kids and nobody lives with you. Maybe your kids don't live with you. I don't know. But someone is not moving forward because a contract is now broken, and or they can't move forward because they're divorced. Because they're getting a divorce, sorry. Or maybe they had a divorce and they're not moving forward. But God is intervening. So if there's like a reason, maybe you divorced a long time ago and you're not moving forward because you can't, but God is intervening that person. What God is saying is he's working behind the scenes so that you can have a new beginning. Especially if like you haven't moved forward, let's say from a past hurt, a divorce, a broken contract, maybe you lost your job. God is working behind the scenes, you know, so that you can have a new beginning. Some of you, when it comes to your workplace, is going to start a new beginning. There's going to be a change that happens, and it's going to change the place. It's going to be like a 360 for that place. Many of you are going to be in your feelings, and you need to let something go. Maybe you need to walk away from third-party situations, and you're being asked and warned to be very cautious, especially if you are in your feelings. That means you are triggered, and you need to figure out and how to balance that trigger and heal that. Yeah, because there's been an injustice, an imbalance. That's what's going to put you in your feelings. Some sort of an injustice, so be cautious. Because it is going to put you in your feelings. If you are a fire sign male, be careful. Try to stay balanced, especially with Mars energy. For some reason, what Mars rules Aries. So some of you fire sign masculines out there who are not emotionally like balanced, let's say, or in your ego, you're gonna get some bad news. You're gonna struggle, especially if you're in your ego and pride, because you've got written communication coming in. Could be in form of a text, an email, or a letter in the mail. Some of you guys are going to be entering a new contract. Some of you that are married, either someone died or someone's going through a spiritual awakening. If you are, let's say this, if you are this fire sign male, you're going to get some sort of written communication. You need to remember that you're married. This needs to end. You're going to have, something's going to happen to you, especially if you're married, or you're going to enter into a new contract, okay? In order for you to enter into a new contract, something has to end. Or you need to stop doing something because you are married and something needs to end, and this is going to wake you up. All right, moving on. Earth sign energy, or if you resonate with the Queen of Pentacles, you got your money on your mind here. Anyways, help will not be arriving for you, but you will be changing your priorities. You're going to have a shift in your priorities. Yeah, you're ending something. You're completing a cycle and you're severing your ties, and you're not even going to fight about it. You're just done. Basically, it was a fight that never should have happened in the first place. That's why you're severing your ties. And by doing that, you broke your karmic contract. Why? Because you already lost something you couldn't get back. And you knew that. So you let it go. Good job. Congratulations. And now it's time for you to release yourself, and you're going to be very, very happy. Why? Because you know who the real villain is. Also, your name is going to be cleared if you've been accused of something. The universe is going to be guiding somebody to travel towards this Nine of Pentacles energy. This girl got her crap together. She all by herself. Yes, the universe is going to guide somebody to tell this girl the truth. This is, this person is being guided. This person also kind of manifested it in a sense. And when this person travels and actually tells the truth, Nine of Pentacles female, you need to forgive someone for a wrongdoing so that you can heal. This is going to bring healing to either the relationship or you just alone. But I feel like it's going to heal the both of you guys. Because maybe this person wasn't truthful and honest in the past. Anyways, some of you are not putting work and effort into something. This is lazy energy in a sense. It is the Seven of Pentacles. It's enjoying, taking a moment, enjoying what the fruits of your labor, basically. But look at this person. This is a girl, and she's holding it all to herself, okay? She got her back up against a tree. Again, to me, when I see this card, I feel like it's selfish. Kind of being selfish in a sense. Yeah, she didn't know she was being selfish because she was just holding on to things and she wanted it all to herself and she didn't know it. Seven Pentacles of energy, so there might be many females. This is feminine energy, but it can be a male energy too, where you holding on to something, kind of being selfish and you didn't know. When Mars enters Libra, that is the main thing right there. That is the main energy. Those planets are bringing that energy saying, hey, what point in your life were you acting selfish? She didn't know. He probably didn't know either. They didn't see something coming. If you are an earth sign energy, you resonate with the King of Pentacles, usually a wealthy man, someone that's very stable. Doesn't have to be. You might be, you're transforming into the Emperor. So you earth sign males out there, you are going to do the right thing. Because you made a bad choice. And you know you need to fix it. Yeah, you're going to be working together. A seed was planted, and you're going to come back to it and be like, yeah, I made a bad choice. We're working together. And this garden's going to grow, and you guys are going to harvest. All you got to do is drop that guard now. Or maybe you did not protect this. You made a bad choice and you didn't protect this, and you should have. Maybe you let other people chime in or whatever. Yeah, there was just something you didn't see coming. You wore the rose-colored glasses, but you need to let your guard down because this is destined and fated for you. to work together with someone to make something beautiful. Yeah, what you didn't see coming is you have to release a lot to have this. And you're never gonna, actually, the moment you release this, you're walking away from battles. You're never gonna have to fight again. Why? Because now you're working together with someone. That's actually very beautiful. Yeah, you just have to walk away from somebody who was not a very good mother, let's say. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. I don't know why that came out. She is the total opposite of this person. So this could be a bad mom, mother figure, don't have to be. She's needy, clingy, everything the opposite of this. She doesn't make anything beautiful. She complains, she's selfish. I mean, it's everything. Oh, Lord. Maybe you have to walk and let go of this. A lot of you water sign males out there, are you withholding, or it doesn't have to be just water signs, but are some of you men out there withholding love, withholding information? And some of you fire sign females, be careful. This is the Jezebel energy, the spirit of the Jezebel coming through, okay? Why? Because they are not stable. So this energy, you're going to see a lot of unstable people. Okay. You might have to put matters into your own hands. Yeah, you're going to have to make a decision to not play games. It's kind of like you need to grow up. It was all, stop playing games so you can move towards your destiny. What's destined and fated for you. And what is destined and fated for many is reconciling, or the Ace of Cups, having a brand new emotional, brand new beginning with love and kindness, compassion. It's beautiful. And you will have clarity on it. Some of you are going to be celebrating. Some of you are going to be celebrating. You might reconcile with somebody and celebrate something. But that is what I have at the moment. Let's go to the dice. It's been a while since I did the dice. What does the dice have to say? Yeah, a lot of you females out there, if you're waiting for a phone call, it's not coming in. But you are going to be happy about it. You're also being very asked to be quiet, move in silence at this time. Because you got somebody watching you. It's like an arrogant energy that's watching you. So be very careful at this time. Somebody's not getting any sleep because they're trying to save up money to go on vacation. Maybe you're working too hard because you want to save money up to go on vacation. Maybe you need to go on a vacation. Yeah, some people might be up in their heads too much. Or a lot of you are strategizing a plan to come towards your happiness. Whatever plan, plant the seed to make the plan. I gotcha. Some of you are strategizing, need to strategize a plan so that you can move forward towards your happiness. Just so you know, whatever plan that is that you're doing, you're not going to fail. Okay? Somebody's going to get a message through music. Listen to some music at this time. You might have a message coming in. Because the tables are turning, someone's moving in the right direction, by the way. Because the tables are turning, whoever was holding back communication has something to say. And some of you might be getting a gift. I feel like there's a male energy that has something to say. And it's going to be like an apology. Here's some flowers. I was angry. I'm sorry. He doesn't want to play games no more. Yeah. Some of you might be getting a letter in the mail. Someone might lose their home. Some of you are going to get a piece of letter in the mail, and it's going to make you very, very happy. So communication is coming. Moving in the right direction. Somebody is going to get a divorce. Because there was an injustice. This is cute. Someone holds the key to their own happiness. Or someone is holding the key to someone else's happiness. Definitely moving in the right direction. The scales are almost balanced. That's what I just got. Again, somebody is going to be moving out of their house, and they're going to be moving into a newer house. Something about jellyfish. Jellyfish. Someone wants to take a gamble, but they were playing games. Someone's going to be celebrating something. Number 11 is significant. 11 days, 11 o'clock in November. That's what I have for you guys. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Somebody's going to be taking a trip because they want to make a compromise. The universe is pushing for this, for two people to come together. Someone dug themselves a hole and they don't know how to get out of it. I'm going to leave that right there. Well, that's all I have for everybody. Let's get one last card. Something about moving towards a threshold. Also, Asia is significant. Japan is significant. Maybe someone needs to do feng shui in their home, or bring some sort of Asian culture into their life. Somebody needs to get out of their head as well. Anyways, angels, universe, and spirit, give us a card to end this beautiful reading. Well, that was funny. Someone is going to pop in over at someone's house. You might get an unexpected guest. Okay. That's funny that these two cards actually fell out simultaneously, because both of these cards are about manifesting, surrendering and letting go. So flush this and manifest your thing. Are you ready to experience a major shift? Maybe it's time for you to change your relationship with money. Ooh. You know what? I have to say something. I made a choice a long time ago, and everyone got mad at me for making the choice. I could have stayed where I was at. I was making a buttload of money. I had a beautiful home, but I had a choice to make. I had to either stay there and see my kids less, or get rid of that, walk away. Yeah, I've got a crappy job, but right now it took me a while, but now, I know why I had to take this journey, in a sense. We'll just call it a journey. But when I walked away from that, I was willing to walk away from that because I wanted to spend more time with my kids. I wanted to see them more. And it's kind of like, to me, I chose love over money, in a sense. And trust me, it has been a struggle. Do I regret it? There were times I wanted to give up, but I have not given up yet. But now I'm starting to kind of see the fruits of my labor, in a sense. It's almost like I had to start all over again. So it's crazy, but I get it. Everybody's journey is different though. So, Are you tired of being in a financial debt, dealing with the same old repeated patterns that only cause you stress, worry, and anxiety? Money is just energy. It is an emotion. It is neither good or bad, sorry. We as humans put an emotion to money and then we label it good or bad. This may have stemmed from your childhood. Take this time to heal your relationship with money. There is always enough money to go around for everyone in this world. There is no such thing as lack. This card is to let you know that a new doorway to new creative spaces and new directions that were unseen before in matters of your finances, giving you a new mindset and for you to perform the art of letting go, bringing in healing, peace, abundance, and prosperity into your life. You can play victim or you can play creator, but you cannot be both. It's time to flush away all of your old negative patterns, your debts, and all, because tomorrow brings us a new day to live a better day and to be a better you. So grab a piece of paper or a toilet paper, write your debts, your wishes, your worries, or any negative thoughts, self-limiting beliefs that you have, anything old, and then roll it into a ball and flush it down the toilet. That's it. Let it go. Let go and let God. Then allow the universe to work its magic for you. This is the art of letting go. So what are you waiting for? It's time to flush it. The other one is surrendering. You drew this card because the universe is waiting on you. Anything and everything you want is already yours. Each morning offers a fresh new start, a new beginning. Trust and have faith that all of your dreams and manifestations are attainable, and know that they will come true. Surrender, align, and allow the universal energies to work for you. It's time to start living the way our human bodies are supposed to function, as a human being, not a human doing. Stop the chasing, surrender, and align yourself to attract in the things that you want and allow them to come to you. This is also about being open to receiving. When you are at one, you are aligned with all that is. Remember, it all starts with you, and the universe is waiting for you to dream bigger, to have better, because you are worthy and deserving of so much more than what you limit yourself to. The universe only responds to the real, authentic you. When you wear a mask or hide your true feelings or intentions, then you send off the wrong vibration, confusing the universe. Be real and honest. What does your heart truly desire? So come on, what are you waiting for? Manifest your thing. Anyways, that's all I have for everybody. Take care out there, drink plenty of water, and until we meet again, namaste.